So good afternoon this fine Wednesday afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. Good afternoon traders this fine afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. It's a very bright Wednesday afternoon, and I bring you the midweek review with me. And as you can see from starting off from what you can see here, I have the blog right here. You can be able to see well updated with the pairs that you're looking out for. So I did a market outlook on Monday and the various pairs that I'm looking out for. I remember sharing even some of those, some of that analysis even here on. You can see there's shared these on. This is 22nd. Yeah. So I've been sharing most of these setups even here on the private Discord. This is just Capital's private Discord. So getting into this, so I'm going to start off with Euro USD. As you can see, Euro USD currently we are moving quite well. We had the breakout of this demand area here. Actually, from Monday we've been looking at some active sell positions from right here. Although Monday we had quite a bit of momentum, very strong momentum that pushed price all the way down to this area. Then we saw a breakout. We were able to get in on the retest. Then a potential continuation of the drop lower. I'm still in these. I'm still holding this position all the way till the levels of 1.14500. Remember today we do have. Remember today we do have. Remember today. Remember today we do have. Remember today we do have FOMC in the evening. We do have the FOMC report released in the evening. So we'll be knowing what the Fed. We'll be knowing the Fed stance on monetary policy. Are they going to raise their rates? Are they going to cut their rates? However, I'm still holding this position and maintaining it. Um, I'm looking at price coming all the way down to the levels of 1.14500. Reason being, if you see what you have from here, this is the main area of interest. So this being our origin of this whole rally, all the way till this supply. So our working range is now from this supply. Consider this supply. The price broke below this demand area here. We had now the breakout, the retest. I expect a push to the downside all the way to these areas of 1.14, 400 areas for price to fully fill that range. So that is how I've gone about this setup. Let me share where I have it. I have it on just two about like three different accounts. So one of it is this. I have it. This is a prop account. As you can see, I'm still holding these positions. I'm heavily taken a few positions here. This is on the Euro USD. Then I also have it on a light, a small account here as well. Again, even on this one, you can see this live account by Scope Markets. So still expecting to see price push to the downside. My target is the levels of 1.14500 areas. You can see there is that. So we actually trade the setups that we talk about. Okay, we do trade the setups that we share. I trade the setups that I get to talk about and I share it out with everyone. So it's more of really just giving it's more of giving free gems during such sessions. But I usually do have again also personalized in private sessions. Now coming into GBP USD as well, you can see this is GBP USD. So for GBP USD, I have been waiting on price to tap within this area here, and which price has missed us out by a few pips from this rejection week here. This is also a breakout retest continuation kind of setup, whereby I am expecting to see something like a scenario like this, where we saw price break below this. This happened on Monday because I remember I was looking for potential buys, then price broke below. So I got stopped out that on Monday. But now once price formed, this is the lower low that was formed. So what I was anticipating is a potential retest before we see a continuation of the drop to the downside, with price coming all the way to the levels of 1.32750 areas. So the reason why this demand area, if you look to the left again, this demand area is a very key area of interest. It's the major origin of this whole rally that we saw till here. till here and also here. And our working range previously was from this demand to this supply area and back to this demand. Now that this demand has been broken, we now form a new bearish range where price comes all the way to this next level of interest. So that is how I approach. That is how I've approached it. So as you can see, we are seeing quite some bit of momentum, kicking in, and considering it's just the start of New York session. So as we proceed deeper into New York session, and even during the time of the Fed release, I'm sure definitely we will have seen quite some bit of movement. Euro USD very strongly pushing to the downside. Again, even for this one, I still had some positions. Even for this one, I still had some positions, although they have been missed out. I was expecting price to come to this area here. This was the level that I was expecting to see price come to. You can see been missed out by very few pips, but this is the area. I'm not going to close those pendings. I'm going to leave them open, just in case. I'm going to leave those pendings just in case. But if price now takes out this low, then I will close out these pendings and know that that setup has already gone. But for now, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it like that. Okay. So again, there's this one, and also I have it also on these other quite small account here. So again, you can see this one missed out by very few pips, very few pips. I've been missed out by about, let's say 12 pips or something. But anyway, it's no big deal. We still have few pairs to take us through. So we have that. Then let's have a quick look at what we are looking out for on USD CHF and USD CAD. So coming into USD CHF, let's see, let me start off with USD CHF because USD CHF, I'm giving an update and also what to expect. So as you can see, we are very strongly bullish on USD CHF. I was in this position from last week. Yeah, I was in this position from last week. However, I closed out before the close of the week on Friday, so it was around this area. Then markets opened this week. We didn't see a retest of this area because I was anticipating a retest of, this before a continuation of the rally higher, which is saw the continuation of the rally higher, but price got to the target area 0.8500. If you listen to the previous videos, I had clearly stated I'm expecting to see price come to the levels of 0.8500, and that is where price is coming to. So let's observe and see how price reacts to this. I'm closely monitoring this, so let's observe. Now that price has broken above this, the next area of interest I'm looking at is price coming all the way to these levels of 0.82,000. Now the reason being, this area here, this is the major origin of this whole drop all the way to this demand area down here. Okay, so the range from here, this was a minor range from here. So this was from here till here and back to this area here. This was a minor range. Okay, and then now we have now the major range now all the way till these areas up here. So now that you've taken out this, you're coming to this area here. First of all, that will be the first target, 0.81200. Then the next area of interest I'm looking at price coming to is 0.82,000 areas up here. 0.82,000 areas right there. Okay, so those are the levels that I'm expecting to see price. Those are the levels that I am expecting to see price come to. Okay, I'm expecting to see price come to these areas up here, all the way to 0.82,000 areas. So let's observe and see. With the kind of momentum, really, we have quite a very strong dollar. So I'm looking at price pushing all the way to the upside. Okay, with my targets being the levels of 0.82,000. Okay, so let's observe and see how price reacts. Let's observe and see how price reacts to that. Then we have that. Then we can also talk about USD CHF. No, USD CAD. Sorry, USD CAD. Let's see. There is just DCAD. Again, you can see we are pushing quite strongly. I'm looking at price coming all the way to these highs right here. There's these highs. There's the immediate highs of what is it called? There's the immediate highs, these highs up here. I'm looking at price coming towards these highs right here. Okay. The highs of 1.38 for 60 areas. Now that the range from here till here back to this area was filled, price came to these lows. Now you're seeing price take out these high and these high. So the next sensible high that we'll expect to see price go to is this high up here, which is now the one within this area. So I'm looking at price filling that range to this high. Before now, we see a potential either reversal or continuation of the rally higher. But with the kind of momentum with the kind of bullish momentum that you're seeing on the dollar, chances are very high we might actually see price break above this. But let's observe and see. Then a quick look at NZD-USD, just an update on it because I was actively trading this last week. NZD-USD. Here we have it. Where is NZD? Yeah, you can see NZD-USD. We had taken buys from here. The target was here. Now price is coming back to these levels of 0.59100. So let's wait and see how price reacts to. Let's wait and see how price reacts to this as it pushes all the way down to this level. Then I will wrap it up with the indices, Nasdaq and US30. So Nasdaq, you can see we've been forming all-time highs for quite a while, and now we are looking at price coming to the areas of we are looking at price coming to the areas of 23,500. I was anticipating the levels of 23,600, but still, we're still at all-time highs, 23,500. Now we're seeing a retracement, and price is currently at about 23,375, but I was anticipating 23,600 area. So let's observe and see how price reacts to that. I had been very bullish from when price broke 23,000 areas within this structure. So we are pushing on we are pushing on quite well. Then let's observe and see how it reacts to this. Then lastly, US30, to wrap this up. For US30, where is 30? US30. So for US30, you can see we have this. Yeah, so for US30, price got to the all-time highs of 45,000, 45,100. Then we are now seeing a potential bearish reversal within this area. We have multiple candle closes below this structure here, so chances are high we might see a potential reversal. However, again, we can only wait until the Fed releases the interest rates in the evening so that we can be able to now take action on this. But so far, there's not really much you can do about it. There's not really much you can do about it. For those of us who will probably want to scalp this, you can take a scalp position from here to the first lows of 44,300. But if you approach the markets how I do in terms of a swing perspective, then definitely, you'd rather wait for the release to happen, then you can be able to hop in and take the position. So with that, guys, I wish you a very, very, very great day and week ahead. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's have a very fresh and productive week. Um, and yeah, I will give you more updates at the end of the week on how the FOMC has gone, the updates on the trades as well, and what to also expect next week. So until then, have a very fresh and productive week. Cheers, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. So peace out.